Dudes, let's admit it. One of the reasons why we buy a premium luxury car is, well, to stand out. I mean, we want people to look at us, and who wants to pay a higher price anyway for a vehicle that doesn't even command any attention? Now, consider this. In a world of SUVs and crossovers, one of the best ways to stand out is to drive a wagon. Now, in this video, we will find out if this BMW 318i Touring is the better choice versus the 3 Series sedan or even the BMW X1 SUV. Let's do this. True, the BMW 318i Touring may be a regular sight in European countries, but here in the Philippines, it is a rarity. We prefer crossovers and SUVs here mainly due to road conditions, the occasional flood, and, well, the perception of practicality. Which is why, as a car enthusiast, I was quite excited that BMW Philippines decided to bring in the touring version of the 318i. Sure, it's just the base trim, but there's something about a rear-wheel drive wagon that makes it so special in my eyes. Of course, this rarity comes at a cost, since the 318i Touring is priced at 3,890,000 Philippine pesos or 300 grand more than the 318i Sedan. So, can the Touring justify its added price premium over the sedan variant? Let's find out. Here at Reagan's Rides, we do car reviews of SUVs, sports cars, trucks, and everything in between. So subscribe and hit the bell. Heck, I was also surprised to see that even the BMW X1 SUV is at the same price as this 318i Touring. Now, most people would probably choose the X1 over this wagon because that vehicle is a diesel-fed SUV with all-wheel drive, and if they do that, yeah, it would be the smarter choice. I mean, it is the smarter choice, but then again, if you think about it, life is not just about making smart choices, yeah? Sometimes you just have to go with your emotion, go with what you want, and throw logic out the window. I mean, the X1 is a nice SUV, but it's still an SUV. It's pretty much the expected choice. So, if you want something a little bit more unique, well, this Touring trim of the 3 Series, yeah, offers a little bit of an extra, especially in the looks department, which I will discuss a little bit later on. Now, for the meantime, let's talk about the drive. You see, we get the same engine here as the 318i Business, which is the sedan trim, and that's a 2-liter twin-power turbo 4 that puts out 156 horsepower and 250 Nm of torque. Now, the power is sent to the rear wheels via an 8-speed automatic transmission. When it comes to acceleration, well, it's pretty decent, especially if you put it in sport mode because we do have maximum torque coming in as low as 1300 RPM. The thing is, it doesn't really feel manic or crazy fast. I mean, it's not gonna wow you. And in fact, in the past few days that I've been driving the 318i Touring, well, it felt calm and stately even, considering that the roots of this vehicle is that of a sport sedan, or well, in this case, a sport wagon. Now, for a little bit of fun, well, you can pop it in sport mode, engage the paddles, oh yeah, and I have to say, yeah, BMW paddle shifters are truly responsive. As I said, max torque comes in as low as 1300 RPM, which means that this Touring is pretty quick around the city. Yeah, the good thing there though is it doesn't sacrifice composure even if you're doing some, stoplight drag races around town. However, I did find that the steering feel of this vehicle to be a tad bit more artificial than I'd like, It gets better when you put it in sport mode. We're in sport mode now. Yeah, so it adds a little bit more heft, get a little bit more feedback, and we do have the same sharp steering feel of a BMW. But yeah, in comfort mode, put it in comfort mode now, right? Change lanes. In comfort mode, and especially in Eco Pro, yeah, dude, it feels light and a little bit disconnected from the road. Now, the steering response, as I said, it's quite good, but I feel that the steering feel of this touring trim is tuned more for comfort rather than actual performance. When you look at the front fascia of this 318i Touring, you'll see that we don't have any changes between this Touring trim and the sedan variant. I mean, both are the 318i after all. Now, that means that we have the signature BMW kidney front grille here that's been fused in the middle, and we also have the usual BMW LED lighting units here. Now, if you look at the front bumper, we also have a pair of functional air ducts right here in the center that directs cool air into your brakes. Plus, we have a functional air curtain duct here on the sides, which helps to smoothen out the aerodynamics when you're driving at high speeds. Now, I've always loved the sleek and classic design of the 3 Series because, dude, for me, it's a statement without being too loud. When you step over to the side, you will get a glimpse of what sets this touring model apart from the regular 318i sedan. You see, we have a wagon body here, complete with a pair of matte aluminum roof rails found up top. Now, this look, guys, if you look at it from the side, it makes the touring look like a lowered crossover, and I am liking it. I love this look, in fact. I mean, it's a sleek look. And since we're here in the Philippines, it is a definite head turner. You see, wagons are a bit of a rarity here in the country, so yep, this, my friends, really floats my boat. Now, other than the wagon body, everything else is pretty much the same as the 318i business. That means that we get 18-inch alloy wheels here wrapped in Michelin run-flat tires. We have power folding side mirrors with LED turn signals. We've got a ground clearance of 141 millimeters. And if you check out the doors, well, we have ambient lighting on the doors, which turns into a flashing red whenever the doors are open, which is a pretty cool safety trick. You see, one of the things that I love about BMWs is just how solid the door sounds every time you close it. I mean, dude, check it out. Oh yeah, that sounds solid, it sounds premium, and it sounds expensive. Now, before I got this vehicle, I was studying the brochure for this 318i Touring, and I was a bit disappointed when I saw that the material that they use for the seats is BMW's Sensatec leather instead of the Vernasca leather that can be found in the more affordable 318i business, which is the sedan trim. You see, if you don't know, Sensatec leather is BMW's vegan leather, which means that it's a synthetic material. Now, I was a bit disappointed, but then when I finally saw this vehicle in the flesh, all that disappointment was, melted away. Because, dude, we have burgundy Sensatec leather seats here, and we have power adjustments for both the front seats, and I am a sucker for burgundy seats. I mean, I love burgundy seats, and yep, dude, they really look good. I mean, wow. Now, the good thing here is Sensatec leather, although it's synthetic, really feels good to the touch, and in fact, it kind of feels like genuine leather. Plus, it's also a low-maintenance material here in our tropical Philippines. Now, we also have a leather-wrapped steering wheel here, plus the wheel also adjusts for tilt and telescoping, which is pretty good news. Now, if you look behind the wheel, we have a set of widescreen LED panels here, plus we also have BMW's iDrive 8 operating system. Now, dude, I first saw this in the BMW iX, and I'm happy to see that we now get that even here in the 3 Series. Now, we have a 12.3-inch gauge display there that's paired with a 14.9-inch touchscreen infotainment system that has all of the bells and whistles. You see, we have BMW's voice command here There, and it's it's coming in now. Hey BMW, cancel. All right. Anyway, aside from the voice command, we also have wireless Apple CarPlay, we have wireless Android Auto, and we can even pair two devices simultaneously to this system, which is pretty cool. That means that if you have an iPhone and you have an Android phone, you can switch between Apple CarPlay or Android Auto pretty seamlessly. So that's pretty cool. However, what's not cool though is the fact that we only have a reverse camera image here instead of a 360-degree view camera image. I mean, we have a reverse camera, we have park assist, we have all the sensors all around, but I would appreciate a 360-degree view camera image more, at least for a vehicle at this price level. Now, we also lose the physical buttons for your climate control. Instead, it's been baked into this system, although it is still pretty easy to use. Or you can just use the voice command to adjust your temperature settings inside this car. Now, the center tunnel here also has the usual controls for your BMW. We also have a smaller nipple shifter here, which is, I think, already standard in most of the newer BMWs nowadays. And we have this nice looking aluminum trim found on the center tunnel, as well as the middle dashboard there, which goes really, really well with the overall interior aesthetic of this 318i Touring. Now, some people may also note that we don't get any driving assist aids in this 318i Touring. Now, as you're seeing on your screen, we only have the usual passive safety systems here. Now, that's a bit of a step back, especially nowadays, but dude, think about it. The Touring is meant to be driven with a proper presence of mind. So yes, please put down that cell phone and enjoy the overall driving experience that only a BMW 3 Series can give. You see, we have a practical and equal weight distribution here in the Touring trim, which means that the handling is superb, it's nice and neutral, it's flat, and it's pretty much predictable. Fuel economy is also really good when you go out on long drives or even on city drives. You see, around the city, I was able to get 9 kilometers per liter in Eco Pro, and I was able to reach 19 kilometers per liter on the highway. Now, as for the NVH and the ride quality, let's hop into the back seat. Alright, so the back seat is mainly suited for just two people because we have a pretty tall center tunnel right there in the middle. You see, that's one of the disadvantages of a rear-wheel drive car. Because of the drive shaft, well, we need a center tunnel to accommodate that drive shaft. However, if you just keep it at just two people here, both of you will be super comfortable because the space is pretty decent for a compact wagon. However, if you were to ask me though, yeah, as much as it's comfortable here at the back, I would still prefer to drive the 318i Touring, mainly because this, my friends, is truly a driver's car. Now, in terms of the NVH and the overall ride quality, well, the NVH is superb. I mean, dude, that's one of the things that I love about these German cars. I mean, they really know how to tune the NVH of their vehicles. It feels like you are isolated from the outside world, and that for me, it's a thumbs up. Now, as for the amenities, well, we have the complete set. We have the third climate control zone here, plus the controls. We also have a pair of USB-C charge ports, and of course, we have a nice center armrest here that comes with a pair of cup holders. The rear end also gets a pretty unique design, this being a wagon body after all. So that means that we have a rear spoiler here for better aerodynamics, plus we have a pair of functional exhaust pipes there, which helps to complete the sporty look. Now, this Touring trim also comes with a gorgeous set of LED taillight units, pretty similar to the design found in the Sedan variant. However, what's not found in the Sedan trim is a really cool way of getting stuff out of your cargo area. You see, the 318i Touring is meant for touring, which means that you take it out on picnics, you take it out to a campsite, and that means that you can actually access your stuff by opening the rear glass window here. Oh yeah, that's one of the the nice quirks of having a station wagon. Now, you can open this like that, which helps you to reach in and grab your drinks, grab your food, or grab your stuff without really opening the entire liftgate here. Now, another feature of this, all right, there you go. Another feature of this 318i Touring is the fact that we also have a smart power liftgate. When I say that it's smart, that means that you just kick here, see? And the liftgate automatically opens for you. So now that you have this liftgate open, you will see that we have a little bit more space than the cargo area of the BMW 318i business or the sedan trim. That's because we have 500 liters of usable space here, which is large enough for a large sky travel luggage, right? Put that there. You can put a medium sky travel luggage beside it and a second medium sky travel luggage here up top. You see, that's one of the advantages of a wagon body versus a sedan. That's because we can put, taller and larger items here in the cargo area. Now, if you need more space than that, you can always fold down the back seats, which expands your cargo capacity to over 1,500 liters. Now, we even have a cool-looking safety net here up top to protect the heads of your passengers in case you're transporting tall and large loose items in this cargo area. At the end of the day, the 318i Touring is essentially the same car as the 318i Business, but it carries a 300,000 peso premium. It's also less capable than the similarly priced BMW X1 since the X1 has all-wheel drive and a torquier diesel engine. It seems that the odds are against the 318i Touring when compared to its stable mates, but there is something about the wagon body that makes the Touring a bit more attractive in my eyes. So even if logic dictates that the 3 Business or the X1 is a better choice for the money, my heart would still choose the quirky and unique design of the BMW 318i Touring. Thanks for watching.